Oh, now are we here? Are we here? Yes. What's going on? I am your host, Darren Green, back with another episode. This is episode 133. And it's just me today. It's okay. Yeah, Derek had to do something today, and you know what I'm saying? It's good. It's gonna be a real quick show. Well, it's not gonna be that quick, but it's definitely gonna be one of those shows that um I don't go on for so long, okay? Because how I get right to the point. But I do got a couple of things to say before we get started. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you are watching this video on YouTube, if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Okay, hit that subscribe button. Give me a rate and review if you're on Apple Podcasts. Give this video a like if you're on YouTube. Follow me at TDGS Media on Instagram and Twitter, which I don't know why I'm going to say that anymore because after what I'm about to tell you. And also be sure to subscribe to the Patreon page for $2 a month. You'll get access to ad-free viewing and more. You already know the drill. You get what I'm saying? Get the TD, and I don't say this enough, honey. I got the TDGS merch. Come on, that's all in the description. Okay, anything that you need, any information that you need on me or whatever, it's all in the description. I do not tell you guys about my merch because that merch is still up and it's still lit. Okay. I'm about to get me some pieces too. I meant to give me some stuff because I get the sampler collection or whatever. But yeah, hit up that merch. Okay. How you guys been? I feel like every time I get back on this show, it feels like an eternity. Like it feels like I've came back from a break or something. I don't know. It's very weird. I love podcasting. I really do love doing this. I really do love talking about topics and things that I don't like, things that I like, and all this in betweeny and stuff like that. Now, I will say for the weekend report, I didn't really do much. I was working. I work at Amazon. I ain't got no shame. Ain't no shame, no shame. Let me just make sure I'm getting every connection. I'm getting the connections right because I need to make sure. Yeah, okay, good. Because I need to make sure everything is good. Oh my God. I forgot. Forgot to share the screen when I need to share the screen. See, that's the thing. I'm usually prepared for all this. When I have my co-host on, like this is why I need a co-host. Jeff, at this point, we need a third co-host. Okay. Because look, the more the merrier. So if you interested, let me know. So the weekend report. Yeah, I was working. I only worked 2 days this week. It was Prime Week, which was, if you work, anybody that works at Amazon know Prime Week, child, ain't no joke. But I was able to get through it, and I'm here in one piece. And I'm over here drinking my water because, I don't drink unless it's a wine cooler. Another thing, I just wanted to let you guys know, this is more of an announcement, not really much a weekend report. I'm taking a break from Instagram and Twitter. Now, I think I'm going to be honest, I've gotten frustrated with me posting on these platforms because the algorithm. And I always complain about the algorithm or whatever, but it kind of gets like, it hasn't affected me just as much as it did last episode when I was really trying to promote this show. This was a very important show too. We were talking about a lot of good things. I mean, all episodes are important episodes to me. But it's just this particular one where, I'm trying to get the word out and we're talking about certain things, especially when I have my interviews and stuff like that. I feel like the way Instagram be having me, like I ain't got no damn followers. And I can't always blame it on the algorithm. It's also people too that just walk on by, but it's not. It doesn't make any sense how I make a post one time out the day, thing gets like 20 views in 2 hours. Like, no, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I have over 5,000 followers. Okay, so is this just like a set dressing? Is it set dressing now? Like, the followers don't even? Yeah, that's what they said. The followers don't even matter no more. It's all about how many people save or send your content or whatever. If they're not saving, if they're not sending, then your posts don't impact the algorithm. Which, okay, fine. Now they got to do that. But who say, like, that's some weird, I ain't gonna lie, that's some weird ass shit. Only time I save posts is it for notes for the show. Now, a regular person doing that is kind of unlikely. So it's I think it's stupid now. And then I have to pay And then when I was explaining it to people, it's just so idiotic that I have to literally tell them, I'm like, yeah, I literally have to pay for the ads so that my followers can see my content. Like, what do we do? What? I don't understand. And Facebook is the same way. Facebook and Twitter, made by the same company, Mark Zuckerberg, count your fucking days. I'm not going to say that you guys should boycott or, stop using Instagram and Facebook, but I'm just going to tell you that I'm not going to be on there for so long. I do have a couple of posts to make because I'm a brand ambassador for a company or whatever. I was going to make a little post. My cousin was going to help me out with the pictures and stuff like that. But after that, it's a wrap. Like, it's really a wrap after that. And be sure to comment with your thoughts on there, because I know I'm not the only person that had an issue with that. I know other bigger pages like Lovely Tea, like even she was saying and talking about how Instagram is just acting like the algorithm is just like it's impossible. It doesn't make any sense how I'm posting something. It make 10 views in like 10 in 2 hours. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna be off Instagram. I didn't even make a promotional post. I didn't go on. I did go on TikTok now. That's where I'm gonna be at. I'm gonna be at TikTok. So follow me at Darren Green TV on TikTok. Other than that, I'm not even gonna be on Twitter. Because I mean, even when you think about it, like the people, because I use solo.2 for my as my link in bio thing. I look at the analytics of that every day. People are not going on it. Like I may get 2 or 3 or 5 a day. You get what I'm saying? So I'm busting my ass to make ads on Instagram and Facebook because that's where I primarily post. I don't even get no traction on Facebook at all. And I'm doing all this work just so nobody can look at my stuff. I get most of my views from people that's just on YouTube. I want to say that's where, and as I've done this, like as long as I've done, podcasting and stuff like that, and just like content creating in general, you just know that each medium has its own set of listeners. Like my listeners that listen to the podcast don't watch the podcast on YouTube. My watchers that watch the podcast on YouTube, I'm pretty sure they don't listen on the Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. So it's like, what's the point of me trying to cross promote on these social networking plans when people are just not going to it anyway? So I'm gonna just post my episodes or whatever, and the views on YouTube is getting better, and my views on the podcast as well. So I'm gonna just post on there. Now it ain't gonna be something that when I'm able to access my community tab on YouTube, it's over for social media. Like I'm posting shit. I'm posting selfies and all types of posts on that shit. Okay. I'm being very much involved. But yeah, like it doesn't make any sense. And it's like social media used to be a tool where you can use it. And that's what TikTok is kind of doing, because I am kind of getting like traction, and I am kind of getting people that really care about my content. Like I remember I did the interview with Pablo the Don, and there was a lot of people in the comments like, "Oh my god, my 2 favorite creators." I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm your favorite creator." Like TikTok is like a wonderland. Like I love it. I get a lot of traction on there. I believe people do hit the links and bios. I'm starting to do more promo on there anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna be on TikTok, Darren Green TV. Period. Because it's too much. I can't keep on busting my ass for people, like 20 people to view it and not interact or look at my link in the bio. And then the other thing, people be like, "Oh, I seen your whole episode on Instagram." I'm like, "No, the fuck you did not. I only put a minute on there. Go watch the whole thing. Go on YouTube or go on Apple Podcasts." No, we're not doing that, dude. You're spoiling my content. Anyway, I had to let that out because I was really that really pissed me off for the last couple weeks, to be honest. Just how Instagram and eventually people are really going to stop using those apps, and that'll be the day. That will be the goddamn day. Okay. Anyway, I have been also keeping up with some shows. iCarly came out a couple days ago. Loki, we're on with Loki, we're on episode 2. I had no idea that it comes out every Wednesday. I always thought it was on Friday. So I was like, last Friday I was watching it, and then it was like, oh no, it comes out every Wednesday. I'm like, oh shit, okay, let me watch it. Loki's a really good show. I will say this is definitely holding my attention. it's not like your average Marvel like show or series or something like it's almost like it reminds me of WandaVision a little bit in the way that it's not always about action and fighting and this, that, and the third. Like it's really like it's making you think. I'm not going to spoil it, and I'm not going to divulge in it too much because we're doing hot topics, okay? But it's a really good show. iCarly was interesting. I mean, I think they only gave us like 3 episodes or whatever. I don't know. Someone said that on TikTok. I'm like, they only gave us 3 episodes. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on. But anyway, it's interesting. It's really good to see those characters come back again. When I was a kid, I used to, it was holding it down. As far as the teen Nick and all that. And I love seeing it. I love seeing it. I think Miranda Cosgrove, I don't know. I just feel like she's going through the motions with this show. Like everybody else is fine. Like it feels like iCarly again. Like it's not like one of those reboots like Fuller House or like the other reboots or whatever that's like kind of like trash. Everybody doesn't know they don't know their characters anymore. So they're just, just making like a little stupid. It's actually pretty good. But I don't know. Miranda Cosgrove, Carly, she's just I'm not seeing it for her. I'm not seeing. Maybe she needs Sam. Like she needs Jeanette McCurdy because I feel like with their dynamic, they kind of bounced off each other, whatever. Or well, I ain't gonna lie, Jeanette McCurdy, she made that show. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people liked her on there. And maybe I'm just missing her. Maybe this is my own personal opinion. I'm still watching. I'm still supported or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know about Carly's character on there. And also, I'm like. I thought this was gonna be like a grown version. Like y'all just saying mild curse words. Like, come on now. Like, just you can't go all the way in. Y'all over here drinking mimosas and stuff, and then Chad. I'm like, okay. All right, it's still a kid show, very much so. Okay, it did not leave, but yeah. I don't know if Dan Schneider is doing this show. He probably is. It's one of his shows. Weird. Anyway, moving along from that, let's start hot topics. Happy Juneteenth. Okay, look, it's Juneteenth, right? The president, I believe, he signed off on it being like an official holiday. Good job, Joe. Good job. I mean, I can't say anything. Ooh, let me stop. Can't say anything for anything else. But no, it's literally like I seen this post and it kind of made now for the people that's like happy about this whole Juneteenth situation, being like this holiday becoming an actual national holiday. There is a post that I've seen that like kind of like he got a point, and it said gaslighting is making Juneteenth a federal holiday while banning critical race theory in schools, debilitating COVID mutual aid efforts. There we go. Refusing to defund and abolish the police and blocking reparations legislation. Like that's literally. I'm not saying that we're not getting any progress from Juneteenth becoming a holiday, but there are other things that Joe need to get on the ball of, but he's not doing it in the timely fashion. I get it. He just came in here, a couple months ago, fine and dandy. We just hope to see it soon. But I mean, this is good progress that this has become a federal holiday. So happy Juneteenth, guys. One other thing that I want to, Candace Owens. Ugh. She always like to put her foot in her mouth. I'll talk about her for a little bit because she made a tweet and it really pissed me off. I'm gonna share the screen so you guys can see what she said. Cause I'm like, girl, what the hell? Excuse me. Juneteenth is so lame. Democrats really need to stop trying to repackage segregation. I'll be celebrating July 4th and July 4th only. I'm an American. Girl, shut your ass up. Just shut up. Like my thing at this point, because a lot of people say that she does this shit now. I mean, she's doing it because of money, and I guess she's getting paid to do this or be this certain way. Just like that gay boy, I don't know his name, but the one that's like, "You will not bring your ghetto-ness here." Like that guy. it's like like you couldn't pay me enough to do that type of shit. And I don't think Candace Owens. A lot of people say that's the theory that Candace Owens is getting paid to do this shit. I don't think she's getting paid to do this shit. I think she really is about this. Like I think everything she says she really believes in, and it's just so unfortunate because it's not an attack on anybody. It's not segregation. It's literally people commemorating the fact that we were free from slavery. How could you refute that at all? I mean, I don't know. But you guys tell me what y'all think in the comments about her, child. I'm sick of seeing her. I'm sick of just hearing about her. She need to go somewhere with herself because honestly, it's giving very much. Shut the hell up. I mean, I don't know. Be sure to hit them comments, honey. Hit them comments. I want to know what you guys are thinking. But let's get into the real heavy topics. Okay, so the Nelly Sports Bar in DC was under fire. They had protests outside their establishment. Apparently, the bar is facing backlash after a video was captured of a security guard appearing to drag a black woman down the stairs by her hair. Now, I've seen the video. I'm not going to play the video. Let me see where this is at. Where is this? Oh, there we go. Come on. See, why is my computer frozen? Don't do that. Here's the initial article about that. Like, and the video was just so horrific and just I mean I couldn't watch it. And at the end of the day, this is a LGBT, like this is a predominantly, well, not predominantly, but this is a gay bar. You get what I'm saying? And not we, but I know a lot of them strive for like safe spaces and stuff like that. And to see this happen to a black woman is just it's not a good look. And it's really frustrating to watch. Now, here's her response to the reasoning, because we don't have a reason why she was dragged. But here's what she had to say, though.
It was an altercation in there. They was trying to get some other people out because somebody else brought a bottle in there. Somehow I got mixed up in the altercation because I looked like somebody else, and I got hit and dragged down the steps. I didn't do nothing wrong, and that's all I remember is first walking up the steps and getting dragged right back down the steps.
To see the video of yourself being dragged down the steps, what is that like for you?
It's a little bit much.
What do you want of Nelly's?
Huh?
What do you want of Nelly's?
I want a bond.
Unacceptable. That is unacceptable. So she wasn't even a part of the damn shit. She wasn't even a part of the fight, but she literally looked like somebody that had something to do with whatever altercation it was. And that's why they dragged her. Like that makes. And then we have people literally making, or people that were there that had alternate shots of the scene and videos suggesting that she may have been in some type of altercation or something like that before getting dragged or whatever. If it's like that, if that's true or not, you get what I'm saying? I don't think no one deserves to be dragged by their hair. It just was not a good look. And and I believe they said it was a black person that did that. I don't know. It's just not a good look. I at a gay bar where we strive for safe spaces, right? Safe spaces. Who's it safe for? You get what I'm saying? Because, I'm not trying to sit there and say that, oh yeah, well, y'all need to be, cool with everybody, whatever, this, that, and the third. Because, people come into places and go buck wild, and it's like, honey, this ain't even for you. You get what I'm saying? This is not even your space. But I mean, when you look at other people in the community, child, I mean, the way that people get treated, people of color, I would say, okay, because this is probably like a little white bar, right? It's just it's not a good look, and I don't like the people posting about it, saying that, oh, she was in a fight or she got into an altercation with somebody else. No, I don't believe that. And the truth is going to come out. We've seen the security footage. They're under fire. They're going to make a statement or whatever, or I think they already did, saying that they're investigating. And it's like, what are y'all investigating for? Y'all seen it? Y'all, it's clear as day. Fire that security guard, or see get to the bottom of the situation. There's too many people there for them to be saying, oh, we're still investigating. Like, girl, bye. You're investigating my ass. But I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. You know, I want to get y'all's take on it or whatever. But yeah. Now, in the Heights. Let me tell you something. I don't know where to start with this because I'm kind of in the middle. I'm like kind of where it's like, what do you expect? But then I'm like, no, they definitely should have had more diverse. Okay, so the situation is this. Okay, the film was released this weekend, and it's the adaptation of the Lin-Manuel Miranda's 2008 Broadway musical. According to some critics of the project, it noticeably lacks dark-skinned Afro Latinx cast. Okay. When you see like there's one dark-skinned character, but he's not Latino, and he's just, I guess, the token black guy in the movie or whatever. And then we see like darker skinned people, like a couple in the background being like the dancers and being extras and stuff like that, right? None of the main characters are darker skinned Afro Latinas. And we all know, okay, well, we should know at this point in time that there are different variations of Afro Latinas. There's light skin, there's dark skin, there's people dark as me. Okay, they are Afro Latina. Okay, and I love what Sunny Halston said on The View. She talked about how people used to tell her that she wasn't Latin enough because she was black, and she's a fair skinned woman. Okay, she can definitely pass as someone being Latin. Okay, but because of the way she looks or whatever, even just like there's a lot of colorism in that community. Okay, I'm speaking at the surface of this because I'm not Afro Latino. I'm not, I don't know too much information, but I know enough because I've seen a lot. And when I was in high school, I remember there was these two girls. They were dark skinned. They were like darker than me, but they were Afro Latina. And I remember their own people. Okay. Their own race or nationality or whatever you want to call it was like, oh, are you kidding me? She used to be black. I don't believe that. She looks like a monkey. Interesting. I heard that. That's what he said verbatim. I'm not going to bring up nobody's name, but yeah. So I have an understanding of it being, it's the lack of diversity. But this is what the this lady at the Root that interviewed him, the director. So I'm gonna play it and tell me what you guys think. I don't know where it go. Where is it at? Is it right here? Yes, it is.
The late nights, you taste bees and rice. Inside of shaved ice. I ain't gonna say it twice. Turn up the street lights. We taking the flight to a couple of days in the life for what it's like in Washington Heights.
Congratulations on In the Heights. It was a lovely musical. But as a Black woman of Cuban descent, specifically from New York City, it would be remiss of me to not acknowledge the fact that most of your principal actors were light-skinned or white-passing Latinx people.
Period.
So with that, what are your thoughts on the lack of Black Latinx people represented in your film?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was something we talked about and I needed to be educated about, of course. In the end, when we were looking at the cast, we tried to get the people who were best for those roles, and that specifically. And we saw a lot of people like Daphne or Dasha. But I hear you on, trying to fill those cast members with darker skin. I think that's a really good conversation to have. Something that we should all be talking about.
I didn't realize until making this movie that I didn't really get to see myself or people that look like my siblings that are darker than me on screen. And I didn't realize how much that affected the limitations that I put on myself, being someone who wanted to be an artist and be an actress and, even be in the Latin music industry, being Afro-Latina. I feel so blessed we get to express the diversity that is within the Latinx community in a way that we haven't been able to see on screen, because so many times we're put on screen in one particular way, and since we get so little opportunities, everyone wants to claim that one story because it's all we got.
I think it's important to note, though, that in the audition process, which was a long audition process, there were a lot of Afro-Latinos there, a lot of darker skinned people. And I think they were looking for just the right people for the roles, for the person that embodied each character in the fullest extent. And I think we are all very much like our characters, so much so that in a lot of times it didn't even feel like we were acting. They just kind of let us live in there. And because the cast ended up being us, and Washington Heights is a melting pot of Black and Latinx people, John and Lynn wanted the dancers and the big numbers to feel very truthful to what the community looks like.
Did you not see that in the dancers as well?
Those are roles that historically we've been able to fill, right? We've been able to be the dancers, and we've been able to be in the hair salons and, this and that. But like a lead, that's the breakthrough. We want to see Black people in the Heights. We want to see Afro-Panamanians, Black Cubans, Black Dominicans. That's what we want to see. And that's what, we were yearning for and hoping for.
I hope that at least that encourages more people to tell more stories and get out there and do it right then.
There is a long history of colorism and pigmentocracy in Latin America. And with that, what would you say to folks who say that in the Heights privileges white passing and light-skinned Latinx people?
I would say that that's a fair conversation to have. I mean, listen, we're not going to get everything right in a movie. We tried our best on all fronts of it. I do think there's something to be said about sharing in experiences, and me never trying to say I know what I'm doing, but to just
I'm gonna stop him right there.
I'm
gonna stop him right there because he's saying some bullshit, and anybody got time for it? Why is it going to another one? Anyway, yeah. So that's basically what was going on, and I'm like, okay. I like the part where she was like, we've historically always been the extras or the background dancers of film. We never been like, it would have been a great moment for it to be, for us to have like the roles, like the actual, like the star roles of this and the third, not even just like a overtake, like just diversity. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the main characters should have been darker skinned. And when you look at it, but at the end of the day, my whole views on it, I'm like, I wasn't surprised on how because Hollywood is kind of colorist. Sorry, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not saying it is what it is. It needs to be like that, but I definitely feel like that's just how it has been, and I just wasn't surprised. I was surprised that people were surprised about this. That they were actually going to try something different, honey. If they tried anyway, they literally had Zoe Saldana, whatever you want to call her. She played Gamora off of which they call that, the damn Avengers or whatever. They literally had her play Nina Simone. This is a light skinned Afro Latina, but she's lighter skinned. She played Nina Simone. So you already know Hollywood was never gonna do that. They were never gonna do it. And I think it's sad. I think it's a missed opportunity in the fact that one of the actors is like, there was literally like a whole bunch of darker skinned actors going in for that role, and to see the final product, you couldn't have one person on there. You couldn't have a couple. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's everybody. Child, I was like, okay. Well, we see where you're coming from. And he clearly, he took the high road and was like, oh, well, maybe this is a learning experience. It's always a learning experience, right? Yeah, it's always a learning experience. Maybe the next movie will hold those same values. And it never does. It never does. We're exhausted. Okay. And I think there's something definitely has to change, because it's hindering a lot of people's careers. Like, a lot of people that are darker skinned, a lot of their roles are very limiting. Like, we have people, like we had the people like, I'm speaking of actresses like Viola Davis or Gabrielle Union and stuff like that. But it's like, there's not a lot of darker skinned actors that are getting roles, and I think that's unfortunate. But I don't know. It's hard to wrap my brain around, and how people are just still like, kind of like, oh, I don't know. I mean, are you sure? Like, no. Yeah. Anyway, I want to get a little serious because and one more thing about In the Heights. This can be done because actually I go to NJCU, and if you're like, if you listen, because some of y'all listen to me on in Jersey City, or Newark or whatever, you know that NJCU is really big on musicals. And that was one of the first musicals that I watched them in the Heights. And when I tell you it had so much diversity, there was a lot of darker skinned people involved in this play. And I know it's a college on a smaller level or whatever, but like it can be done. It can be done. And it didn't take away from the story. It didn't look unrealistic. Like it looked real. Okay. So that's my last take on it. Now let's get serious. I woke up this morning and I saw this video and it kind of pissed me off. Okay. I'm gonna play it, but it's gonna be like the little censor version or whatever. Cause like it's triggering even watching it. But so this is initially the video.
This what see him. We do shit. They don't help right here.
You said you're what? Say it again. Say it one more time.
And he like the
and you doing the most.
You still do shit. You think this on the side of your head for no reason? Is that what you think? It's on the side of your head for no reason? So why you just said that shit, bro? Why would you just say that? Why would you just say that? You ain't got shit to say? Hello? You ain't got shit to say?
No.
Hello? Sit the down, bro.
Are you
Keep on doing
you like this type of stuff?
You thought I wasn't gonna beat your on last night too big. Talking all that guy.
now we're gonna
Terrible. So for those who don't know, I mean, it's not a lot of information that we have. I've been trying to figure out where, I'm pretty sure they took it down by now, but where this post came from, who is, because we're trying. Okay, we're trying to find out addresses and all. Like where we gonna call CPS? This, that, the third. There's this little boy that was abused. They cut his hair the way that they did, as you can see right here, and they put the word "gay" on the side of his head. They cut it with, I guess, with a razor or something, like, I don't know. But, all because I guess he was on live or whatever, speaking the way that he speaks. He clearly, they're not comprehending the fact that he is a gay boy. And he said it on live. He has, I guess, a presence on Instagram or whatever. And I guess they caught wind of it and they wanted to do what they did in this video, as you can see here. And on Pride Month, but it's whatever. We understand. I wanted to show this because I know a lot of people want to keep the word going, and I know a lot of bigger pages and bigger stories and shows talked about this as well. But I want to keep that word spread because I need just to let people know this is what being black and gay means. It's, and I've seen someone on TikTok talk about like it's literally traumatizing to be black and gay in this country, and not even just like us being ourselves against the world, because you have to deal with your own family. This is his family. This is his mother in the background talking about, yeah, you over here, you doing too much, and yeah, this is what you get for doing what you saying, what you say, and this, that, and the third. We see this man. I don't know who this man is that's hitting him and beating him or whatever. We didn't see all of the video, but they did say that he was beat on camera, and this is the horror that some people in the community have to go through, and it's sad. It was very triggering to watch. It's sad to look at, and I hate that it is still happening to people. This is a child. You do not do that to a child. And I know children say a lot of crazy stuff. You get what I'm saying? Children say a lot of crazy stuff, and sometimes parents have this preconceived notion of how their child is going to be, and then when it's something that's not like that, they want to fight it. Now, I'm lucky to have not been like brought up in that way. I had loving parents and family and this, that, and the third, but like it really hurts to see people go through this, and I implore people to like try to spread awareness, find who that is, who these people are, get their social media handles found, and do what needs to be done. Now, there's people that said they did found them, and then when was found the parents or whatever, and is reporting them, but that shit crazy. Now I did see him talk about it. Like he went on live. The boy went on live again, and he was talking about how like he's I understand what happened or whatever, and I'm gonna get through it or whatever, and this that and the third. I'm just like it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments, channel. But yeah, I just want to share that for a little bit. Anyway, let's get into news and music. I know I done went dark for a little bit, but I had to go back to positive. Got to go back to positivity, I guess. But well, I wouldn't say positivity, child, because we got to talk about Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish, honey, sis, darling, you're getting canceled. Well, apparently her boyfriend is a racist, homophobic person, and he made some tweets back in the day. They were old tweets, I will say. They were old tweets. I've seen the tweets. And he was just saying some off the wall racist things and homophobic things and all that and what have you. They're also mad at her because she did a recent music video and they said it was like gay baiting or whatever. It was like, it's because it seemed like this was like a coming out story or coming out music video, but she said that she's super straight, not super straight, but like she said that she's straight or whatever, and that she's she got a boyfriend and all that. So they think that she's using, it's Pride Month, let me make a music video that's like about pride and me hugging up and kissing up on this girl or something like that. I don't know, child, but here's my thing, about the boyfriend. And people are canceling her, I guess, because she's not breaking up with him. But I don't know. Like I don't know how I feel about it. Like I feel that, and I wish Derek was on because I wanted to ask him because he's the only person on this show that got a boyfriend. It's like, do you look at your person's old tweets from like years ago to find some red flags? Like, I don't know if people are doing that, but obviously it gained traction and a lot of people are talking about it. So I'm pretty sure she knows about it. And it makes sense to be like, hey, you did this, it's gone. But like, I don't know. Like if it was in the past, I think that they probably definitely had a conversation about it, just not with us. And it could have been like, do you think he's still I don't know. I mean, like, some people say once a racist, still a racist, but I don't know. I don't know if we should cancel her just yet because we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And I will say that we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. As for this gay baiting thing, I mean, shit, Gaga do it, Taylor do it. They do it. I mean, come on. I mean, she didn't don't act like you need to calm down. Was it pandering? You get what I'm saying? Like, we know we love her support or whatever and her allyship, but it was pandering, and that's okay. You get what I'm saying? Do y'all get what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like I don't like talking to myself. That's why I need my co-host here. But to me, if you're gonna cancel her because of that, then you don't have to cancel these other girls because they've been pandering and they have been gay baiting, I guess, for years. Gaga did it. I mean, she said they said Gaga is bisexual, but we ain't never see her with no woman. But anyway, and I love Gaga. But this whole cancellation, we jump to conclusions too much here. We need to stop jumping to, let me cancel this person, let me cancel that. Because it seems like it's going to be a cancel person every week. I don't know, child. But if y'all want to cancel Billie Eilish, I mean, y'all go ahead. Y'all can do that just like y'all tried to do that with Doja Cat. I'm still going to listen to Doja Cat. Planet Her still coming out very soon. It's giving very much. Don't really care. She's I don't know what to tell y'all. But anyway, we're over in music. The Trina versus Eve battle. Now, they surprised me. They really surprised me because I wasn't even going to watch it, but it came on because my mom wanted to watch it. Whatever she reminded me, I wouldn't known a thing. They got to do a better do a better job at promoting this situation because I had no idea about it. But when I did watch it, I will say this: I was definitely entertained. I was entertained by both Trina and Eve. I can't even tell you who I thought won. Which I think Trina got her. Yeah. Trina probably won that. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it's whatever you guys think, but I think Trina got her. Um, that was an interesting ass versus though. Like a lot of people were saying it in the comments. It was like, oh my god, this was like better than most. Like this is like one of the greatest versus battles that we had in some time. Because the last verse, what was the last one? Swiss Beats and what's his name? I don't even know the guy's name. Timberland. That was trash. With the Earth Wind, the SWV and Escape. I'm sorry, Candy, you was trash. Like, the Isley Brothers. I feel like that shit wasn't even for me. Like I feel like my grandma should have been listening to that or something. But like, yeah, this was pretty good. They kept our attention. They did it virtually because Eve was in London. Yeah, I mean, but they still was there. It still was in because they brought out some songs. I had to re-download some songs, child. I was like, okay, yeah, we got this, yeah. Now people was talking about in the comments talking about some Kim versus who. I'm like, y'all going, child, who she going versus? Who? Foxy Brown? It's not giving that. It's not. Anyway, I did want to talk about this conservative commentator that claimed Meg's thought shit was about her. Who is this? First of all, let me look at this article, child. We gonna do it like a little live read, honey, because I have to get to the bottom of who this woman is. Okay, so let me see. Conservative commentator Deanna Lorraine claims that she's receiving death threats for WAP song criticism. Also alleges that Meg Thee Stallion's Thought Shit music video is about her. Former congressional candidate Deanna Lorraine is claiming she's receiving death threats from fans for speaking out against the music video Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and Nicki Minaj. What the hell? She's getting she's getting heat, like she's getting death threats from the stands of Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and Nicki Minaj. Following the release of the popular song WAP last August, many conservative public figures used their platforms to call out rappers Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion for the lyrics featured in their song. Lorraine also was among the list of people who didn't seem to like the song, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, and took her now suspended Twitter account to share the unsolicited criticism she wrote. Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallions just set the entire female gender back by 100 years with their disgusting vile WAP song. She continued, remember Bernie Sanders' campaign with Cardi B? Kamala Harris called her a role model. The Democrats support this trash. Now, I will say this. Politics and rap need to be two. Look, do I think Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion is a role model? As far as business moguls, hell yeah. I mean, but I guess their specific values, I guess not. But I mean, business mogul, come on, they making money. Like at the end of the day, and Meg is about to get her degree, so looks like a role model to me. But anyway, it seems that Lorraine might be dealing with some repercussions for what she tweeted in a recent interview. She claimed that because of the tweets, now she's receiving death threats from Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, and Nicki Minaj. That I got a whole army of Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki and Cardi fans after me. There are thousands of texts, phone calls, emails, all Instagram messages, you name it, come from me telling me to die, kill myself, jump off a cliff, and I'm this horrible racist. So many different messages threatening to kill me. They're coming after my house. They knew my address. Actually, I still get a lot of those messages too. All right, so I'm gonna stop here. Don't nobody give a fuck. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's my thing with conservatives. Poke the bear, and then you want to act like the victim. They're not responsible. I'm sorry, and I don't condone death threats or just like trolls messaging people telling people to kill themselves and stuff like that. I mean, it's toxic. You should not. I don't think people should be doing it. I don't think you should ever do that. However, these artists are not responsible for what they fans do when you disrespect them. Okay, you poked the bear. The same thing I said about Candace Owens. You poked the bear, and that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. You got the raft of goddamn the Barty gang, the Barbs, the Hotties. You fucked with all of them, and they attacked back. Now you know not to talk about Meg Thee Stallion anymore, okay? And you saying that the whole thought shit was about you, honey. Don't make it about you, honey. It's about a lot of your colleagues, okay? It's more than just about you, okay? It's all of you. You conservative people with your conservative values. You can be conservative, but don't force. Just like Doja Cat said, you can be vegan, but don't mix that shit with me. You know what I'm saying? You can be conservative, but don't force it down our throats. We don't care about your conservative values. We're not conservative. You're not going to make the world conservative just because you feel like these music videos and these artists are putting women back. Actually, is putting women forward. If you really want to get into it, but that's here nor there. I definitely feel I don't feel sorry for this woman because you knew what you was going to get yourself into when you said what you said. So, and it's not going to stop. Now, I would hate for something to happen to you. You know, that wouldn't be okay. You know, but you have to watch what you say to people. Even me as because I talk about celebrities all the time. Like sometimes you have to watch what you gotta say. Don't want to go too far in on people. Because you don't know who's listening or you don't know what the situation is and this, that, and third of what people are going through, whatever. Not saying I'm scared of y'all, motherfuckers, bitch. I'm still talking about y'all, but you just have to watch what you say. And there's ways to go about. There's ways to go about because I feel like a lot of these conservatives, they get real nasty with these artists. It's not like they're saying anything that's like, kind of tamed and it's like, do you feel like you really should be doing that? No, they really go for the jugular with these people because first of all, they want the artist to actually come back at them so that they can have a little dispute or whatever. So it's like, if you don't want the heat, you don't like the heat, get the hell out of the kitchen. And that's all that is. Okay. And we gonna still listen to thought shit, WAP, all that ratchet ass shit. Okay, we love it. We love to see it. Okay, leave music alone. And on that note, I want to talk about reality check because there's a couple of things that happen. A couple of things I want to talk about. I know Imani Van Zant from Chasing Reality, and he got his own show too. Did a season. He did like a recap of the season or whatever. And there was a lot of things that was said that was, accurate when it comes to certain cast members. As we talked about last week about the transphobia that's in this season, which is that's not a good look. And also like the production behind the scenes and stuff like that. It's a lot that's going on. Like I got up to date Tunny on the producers over here arguing on live. I seen that whole shit. I was like, damn, this not as more interesting. Let me stop. It's not more interesting than the season, but I'm just saying like this is a whole show in itself. Like, child, the real producers of Chasing Reality, child. Oh my god, it was. I don't know. I mean, you wouldn't see this on regular television, but like, you gotta. It is what it is. People, creators, often it's. Because I want to say something, but I don't want to come off like I think we are very, as creators, we are very conscious or not conscious. We're very sensitive about our work, and when people kind of not like it, it's like because I can work on this podcast, I can really work hours into making topics and trying to find different segments and trying to find ways for people to like listen to it and reach out or comment and stuff like that. But like at the end of the day, like when people don't understand, like You could do all that, and then somebody will still say that your shit is trash. And it's like, bitch, I did all this work. What do you mean? What do you mean it's a problem? What do you mean it's like not good content? You get what I'm saying? So I understood where Q was coming from. And I kind of also understand where the other side, the other producers, particularly Imani and stuff, I don't know the other guy. But like, this is a certain way that the shows have gone on. And your way is a little bit too rambunctious. It's a lot. It's too much going on, too much drama. It's not no resolutions. It has issues with just with the transphobia and stuff like that. I still feel like this is my first franchise from Chasing Reality. I'm not like, oh my god, like this is what this giving. I'm never gonna watch it again. Like this is I'm gonna watch the other franchises now and see what they're talking about, see what they're like. But I do enjoy watching Chasing LA, and I want to see it develop, and I can't wait for this reunion. And I hope things get addressed. Whoever they have as the reunion host, big shoes to fill. And I can't wait to see how this is going to pan out. And I want to see them do a second season. I don't want them to not continue this show, because I think this is a really valid show. And I love some of the cast members on there. We had a couple on the show. You get what I'm saying? You go ahead and watch some of those interviews. We tried to get someone on today. We tried to get Alicia on today, but she hasn't really responded to my emails. But we'll see about it next week or something like that. But we have been in contact with a couple other cast members. But we know I'm going to keep that on the hush, because you never know. I don't want to jinx nothing. But I don't know. I don't know where this show is going to go, but I hope it just doesn't stop. Okay. Anyway, Married to Medicine, like the other episode where they were on the trip or whatever, they went on some city. I don't know what the shit's called, but it's just a lot going on. I want to talk about Contessa. You need to leave your man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That is red flags. That is what you could. And we talked about this last episode, but I didn't really watch it until I'm like, what is this shit really going on? Your husband has a free life coach, which is a woman, and he's not paying her. He found her online. And then your kids are saying, oh, dad's new girlfriend. Like, first of all, if cameras turn on, I pop in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't say that around me. And where'd you get that shit from? That would have been me. That is some crazy ass shit. I can't believe, because we need to get to the bottom of that. And I'm glad that I know a lot of the other cast members are like, oh, well, butting into people's business and stuff like that. Nah, fuck that. She needs an intervention, because I feel like Contessa's not really doing nothing about it. The way she was reacting, and then the way they were saying it, and he's acting all nonchalant about it. Like, nigga, if you don't tap your daughter and be like, don't say that. I don't have to. Come on. It's not a good look. It's not a good look, and I don't see them staying together, to be honest. I really don't. But anyway, I just got I didn't even watch it yet, but the sneak peek of the season just dropped on like the Peach reportedly or whatever. So that's what I'm going to play now. Hold on. Let me share that screen, because I want to see what this is about. I want to see what it's giving. See, this seat already. Hold on.
On a dramatic 3-part reunion.
Ooh, a 3-part.
Who do you think has the most to answer to?
Probably Toya. It's time to change the narrative and be honest about
now she got the studs on the side. What's she doing?
Called me stupid, a prostitute. Don't raise your voice at me, because I don't like it.
Oh, they all look good.
Want me to be here?
Yeah, well, this girl wants you to be here.
We all know you hold grudges. We all hold grudges. See, I'm gonna stop letting you put that toe tag on me. You treated me like a puppet.
Oh, wow.
I didn't beg, I didn't borrow, I didn't steal, like some others. Girl, she's crazy. You cannot be so blunt and frank with people. Heavenly, you are one to talk.
Heavenly, excuse me.
Oh.
You
Oh. Okay.
Oh my God.
Not they kissing each other, child. What is going on?
You know, Bill Gates just filed for divorce. I think we could hook that up.
Well, then do what you do. Let me see what I can do.
Okay.
Husbands 101.
Your wife's always right. Your wife's always right.
Coming up,
we got to get into this Contessa husband.
Up here has gotten something inappropriate in their DM.
I don't know if you're
No,
gonna
that
go
ain't
as far as
nah.
block them right away.
I heard our wives collectively all pass out.
Where do you two stand today?
When I fall down and out with people, I fall hard.
Have you talked about divorce?
What?
Contessa
What?
has.
Oh,
You
Contessa.
filed.
Oh yeah.
It is a sneak attack.
Hold them accountable.
Shut the fuck up.
The guys are crashing the stage. With the divorce thing, did we say we was going through it?
Are you being faithful in your marriage?
Oh, what the hell?
I have 3 kids. The stakes are so high.
I know.
Everybody.
Oh my god. Now I'm in tears, girl. Oh my god. This is gonna be some shit. It's gonna be some shit. First of all, why is Quad and what's her name? Dr. Simone, they always get into it. Simone always want to argue with somebody. And you still not over with Jackie or whatever. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, we got to get to the bottom of it. So it seemed like she did file. It seemed like Contessa now filed. So that's the new information. Hot on the press. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I said. I literally said that minutes ago before I even started this damn sneak peek of the reunion. You need to divorce his ass. And yeah. He's screaming, oh, it's a sneak attack. If you don't get the fuck up out of here, you know what is a sneak attack? You having a damn life coach for free. That's a woman. Red flags galore. And the way you've been treating her the whole season and gaslighting her, it's not a good look. And then you have kids. Like I'm always the type that if you got a big family, which 3 kids is a big family, you know, try your best with a marriage. But like, if you really can't, like if it's really getting too toxic and nothing is getting better, then you got to move on. And I hate to see Contessa go through that because we seen them come on and it was you know, entertaining. I mean, not entertaining. They seemed like they were okay. The whole situation started happening when she started trying to go back to school and pursue her career or whatever, and then them trying to make like another firm or whatever the case is. You know, he just wasn't down for nothing that she was doing. And it really was a catalyst in their relationship or whatever. But I hate to see that happen. I hate to see black couples. I feel like it's racist, even though it's really you know, radical to say. Like, I think that shit is racist as hell. Like, no, they was people in the background like, yes, drama, but no, damn, did he really cheat, John? Didn't the husbands talking about some? Oh, it's you know, weird DMs. Like, nigga, nah, I'm about to swoop your damn DM so you don't ever message them. Anyway, so that happened. I can't wait till the first reunion, but they're gonna do the season finale this Sunday, and I'll probably do another reaction video on that. Hopefully, Derek will be back. Anyway, that's it for reality check. I have one more segment, right? Because I know I'm on TikTok now, and I want to incorporate something to the podcast that I can use for TikTok. So here's TikTok's beef of the week. Because I say that because every couple weeks, you know, I wouldn't say it's not every week, you know what I'm saying? But it seems like every week there's like a topic. I always kind of like bring it up a little bit on the show. Like that one last time people were talking about how straight women don't want to date bisexual men, and there was another one that was talking about dark skinned women. I mean, it's always like an annoying ass topic that a lot of people, because I do that. I do like the great, I call it the great debaters on TikTok that, you know, stitch videos and say, hey, I don't agree with this, or I agree with this, or I, you know, this and that. So there's this TikToker that I used to follow, and her content was really, really good. I thought that she was very funny. She kept it real. She, you know, she says what a lot of people are thinking, which is good sometimes. You know, too much of anything is bad for you. I said that for my old chemistry teacher would be proud of me using that term. But yeah, too much of anything is bad. And this girl, her name is Keita Rose, and she's on YouTube actually, and she's big on TikTok, and she's known for being very honest and truthful with her opinions on things, even if it's at the expense of different groups. I'm not going to go into the history of her because this is really not. I mean, this is like I'm not. I have no more energy for this person. But anyway, this is what this girl said today. I'm about to play this shit now. Hold on. Let's play this. Let me see. Not it's loading. Oh my God. Let me delete these because I don't need them no more. Okay. Here we go. I'm telling you, the internet needs to go. Oh, wow. All right. Bear with me, guys. This thing want to stop working now. There we go. All right. So it's loading. Okay, hold on. Let me try it again. Oh my God. Okay.
About this bitch right here that I really just cannot stand.
Oh, that's not the one. That's this one right here.
I can't even lie to you. If you work a job that requires you to take care of customers, but you can't stand the fact that you might have to provide good customer service, you might need to find another avenue. Because you might run into a bitch like me. You mad at me because I'm trying to buy some shit from an establishment that you work at and go about my day. I'm writing your manager, your manager's manager, and your manager's manager. I'm writing your district manager and your regional manager. I'm sending a carrier pigeon to corporate. Everybody in your chain of command is going to know how you fucked up. And I don't want to hear, well, maybe they're just having a bad day because it's about to get worse like a motherfucker. I can't even lie.
Whoo, buddy. Anyway, first of all, that sandwich that she was eating, I was like, damn, that shit look good as hell. But anyway, that's besides the point. What the fuck is you talking about, girl? At this point, it's giving very much Karen. Like, come on, I never in my life have ever seen a black Karen, honey. I done lived too long, honey. Child, never. I ain't never seen that shit before. First of all, and I know a lot of people stitch their videos. You won't get a stitch video of me directly coming for her because you're gonna do it on I'm gonna do it on my podcast because that's my brand or whatever. That's what I do. I talk about stupid things. But I didn't give her no type of energy, and I even said on the video, I was like, "Child, mute her. Don't interact with none of her videos. Don't say nothing because she's always gonna find a way to piss off somebody." And I think a lot of her fans that really like her, I think the demographic of her fans really got offended with this video because we see a lot of new people that saying, "Oh my God, like she's so bad, she's so this." But I'm like, but honey, but when she was saying homophobic and transphobic and all around like just stuff against like certain groups of people, when she called women weak, nobody was saying, oh, everybody was like, oh, y'all just sensitive. Oh, now y'all offended because half of her fucking followers are probably working at places that require them to have customer service, to do customer service. So it pissed off some people. She responded in her same little, nonchalant way, saying, oh, I don't give a fuck, this, that, and third, or whatever she said. But I don't care. I don't be on her page. I just literally, when I scroll through my For You page, unfortunately, she pops up because a lot of people are stitching her videos. I mean, I worked for customer service. Like I said on another TikTok, I worked for Sesame Place. That was my first experience working with customer service, and when I tell you about white parents, they're very protective of their kids, and that's okay. But you don't curse me out when the fucking ride is not working. Okay, that was a bad. That's why I don't like the general public to this day. You get what I'm saying? I always worked at jobs where it's like retail, and now I'm working at Amazon where I don't work with customers, which is a good thing. I'm in my own little space doing my own little work. I can do that until I find my entry level job. But for the people that have to work, and I get it, everyone is owed respect, and it's on both ways. Let's be clear. The customer is owed respect because they're the customer. The customer is always right, but the customer is also should be required to respect the person that is serving them, especially if they're dealing with your food. But in certain cases, people are very disrespectful. Sometimes I've come across disrespectful ass workers at fast food restaurants too. The Popeyes is right across, not right across, but I stopped going to the Popeyes around the corner from where I live because they just, the attitude and we ain't got this, we ain't got that, we ain't got that, and like you mad at me because you ain't got it and I ordered it. You ordered it and I paid for it. Well, now you saying I ain't got it. Now I'm like, I can't take no fucking cash back. I need it back on my card or whatever. Now, I get it, but I mean, there are customers that are a little bit irrational. I just feel like she's probably really, the way she comes off and she's really anal. And I know a lot of people also said, well, she got a point, but it's like, girl, that bitch ain't got no point. What point is it? You tell me. I just want to show that's the beef of the week. That's what a lot of people was talking about this week. My whole thing is treat people the way you want to be treated. And that goes both ways. Nothing more I can say. Anyway, we talked for a whole hour. I'm surprised I wasn't able to do that by myself in a long time. But thank you for the people that joined on to see me for a little bit. And thank you to the people that's going to watch it on replay. And until next time, I am your host, Darren Green. And this is the Darren Green Show signing out. Bye, y'all.